I am shoo-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Well, alright. Why does it say unlisted? I am shoo-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Well, alright. Roll back the rug, everybody. Pull back the tables and chairs. We're gonna have us a good time tonight. What y'all know about that? Boom, boom. The last time we threw a party, it ended when the sun came up. What y'all know about that? The last time we threw a party, it ended when the sun came up. That's why your mama told you that you couldn't go out. Stay in the house. Doom, doom, doom. What do y'all know about that Luther Vandross? If you don't know, now you know. I am. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Y'all go listen to that Luther Vandross Bad Boy / Having a Party. Y'all go listen to that if y'all need some feel good music. That's just in my spirit. That song's just in my spirit. But today we're going to be talking about sacred partnerships, sacred relationships, how to manifest them, how to recognize what you have, how to appreciate what you have, how to embrace the challenges that come up from being in a sacred partnership. All right? Roll back the rug, everybody. Move all the tables and chairs. We're gonna have us a good time tonight. Who knows that song? Every time that we meet. Who knows that song? Whose parents were playing that, or how many of y'all were listening to it when you was back in the day? We skip and we dip to the beat down. How many of y'all know that song? What in the world could be? Hey, come on, Kevin. I am. Come on, Kevin. You always know. You always know. Let's say what's up to the family. Yes, let's say what's up to the family. Y'all go listen to that. Y'all go listen to that Luther Vandross. I'm telling y'all, this Luther Vandross energy right now is intense, and it's beautiful. It's lovely. It's calming. It makes you feel like that song that I was just singing, Bad Boy, having a party. That song makes you feel like summer for real. That song makes you feel like shoo-dee-doo-doo-doo. It makes you feel like you want to dance. It makes you feel high vibrational. So, yes, Brown Wolf, thank you. That song is an energy of joy. Right? Right? That song is an energy of joy. And this morning while I was out and about, the song came up on my phone because all I listen to is feel good music, right? Which that's going to be a whole nother video that I'm going to make because I want to know what y'all are programming yourselves with musically because music means a lot, right? So that song was coming up this morning as I was riding in the car, and I was like, damn, it's like party time right now. It's time to have a good time, okay? It's time to have a good time, all right? So if y'all haven't heard that song, I want to tell y'all to go and listen to that song and feel that vibration. Again, that is Luther Vandross, Bad Boy, having a party. And you're gonna feel like dancing. You're gonna feel like moving. You're gonna feel like being active. Your vibration has to raise. So if you've been feeling down, if you've been feeling not yourself, not your best, I'm encouraging you to go listen to that Luther Vandross and let him, and let him get you, you know what I mean? Okay, you know what I mean? So let's get into this topic, right? Today we are talking about manifesting sacred relationships, right? Manifesting sacred relationships, what this divine feminine and divine masculine energy actually is. And I got the inspiration to do it based off of some engagements Dream and I were having, right? Based off some engagements that Dream and I were having, that reminded me about why sacred partnerships are so important, and that reminded me why when you do get in a sacred relationship, there's some certain mentalities, a certain energy, a certain focus that you have to have within it. Because the drama, the trauma, the challenges, the triggers, they will all come up. No doubt. No doubt, when you have a sacred partnership, the trauma is going to come up, okay? But it is coming up as an opportunity for you to transform, for you to heal, and then the person that you are in this sacred union with needs to be able to hold space for you, and vice versa, for you to be able to do the work that you need to do, for you to be able to evolve in the ways that you need to evolve. And so I definitely want to talk to y'all about how I manifested my relationship with Dream, even though consciously it was not something that I was aware that I was doing. I wasn't aware in that space in my life. In that time, I had just came back from playing volleyball overseas. Me and Dream were already friends, right? So a little bit about our story. Some of y'all probably heard our story about how we've gotten together and all of those things like that, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it more. First of all, I met Dream at the gym, 24-hour fitness to be exact. He was a personal trainer. I was a front desk girl. And me, the energy that you see right now, that's the energy that I've always had. Very loving, very kind, very smiley or whatever. And what happened was, like I said, we were both working at the gym. And I remember being at the front desk. I had just finished my freshman year of college, right? Okay, bottle said acknowledge. Okay, the emoto bottle said acknowledge. Okay, I'm acknowledging you, right? So what happened was, I had just finished my freshman year of college, volleyball player. It was great, and I needed a job coming home in the summer. I needed a job, but I needed an opportunity to still be able to exercise, to still stay in shape, and to be able to come back to school the next year just as good as I was the year before or better. And I ended up coming back better. Let's just state the facts. I came back better, right? So we're both working at the gym, and I'm smiling. I was a naive girl. I was naive, probably like 19 years old, something like that. 19 years old. I'm at the front desk. Hey, welcome to 24-hour fitness. Come on in. Being that type of person. And I remember Dream coming up to me and saying, "Why are you smiling so much?" That was the very first thing that he said to me. Why am I smiling so much? And I'm like, what? Who asked somebody that? You know what I mean? And there was a two-part fold to that. Because I was a naive girl, though I was 19, college volleyball player, I was still very naive. But the opposite side of that is that I am, and still was at that time, a person who really just radiated love, who really just radiated joy, happiness, all of that good stuff, right? So he said, "Why are you smiling so much?" And I told him a little bit about myself, what I'm doing here. I'm just having a good time. I don't got no bills. I'm not stressing about nothing. I'm living my best life. I'm here just working so I can work out in this gym. But he's a personal trainer, of course. So in his mind, he's like, "Well, let me train you." He is like, "Let me train you. I'm going to be your personal trainer. We can work out or whatever." Which was so awesome at the time, because we did. He was teaching me how to back squat. He was stretching me out. He was doing all of that stuff. But do y'all want to know something so amazing? We stayed friends through my entire college career. So I met him at the end of my freshman year. Every time I would come home in the summer, we would still work out together, go to the movies sometime. I remember Dream and I went to the movies to see The Purge, the very first Purge that came out. Dream and I went to go see that movie together as friends. As friends. No kissing, no, as friends. We did this. And so we remained friends like that throughout my entire college career. We live in Houston, but I went to school in South Carolina. So I will be in South Carolina. Christmas break come, we'll hang out. Summer break come, we'll hang out as friends. Um, Crazy story that happened on I think it was a Christmas break or a spring break when I came home. I ran into Dream at a bar in Houston, Prospect Park to be exact. Ran into him at a bar and he's there with his girlfriend. I'm not thinking about him in this way. I'm not thinking about him in this way. We run into each other because we hadn't seen each other in a long time. Hey, what's up? Give him a hug, whatever. Say hey to his girlfriend, not tripping at all because we're not even like that. His girlfriend tells him, which I don't find this out until we actually get together. His girlfriend tells him, oh, who is that, your wife or something? In his mind, he's like, nah, that's my old coworker. We friends, whatever. She all the way in South Carolina. What you talking about? And now look, see, women, we be having that intuition. We be knowing. Sis knew. Sis knew that I was wifey when Dream didn't know and I didn't know. All right? So, anyways, I graduate from college as a volleyball player and I decide to go play volleyball overseas. I'm overseas in Germany playing volleyball, going through a lot, not liking it, not feeling the whole experience in itself. And Dream was my friend. He was the person that I talked to about stuff, right? And so I remember staying up late on Uvu. Who remembers Uvu? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember Uvu before Skype really got big, before we was Zooming, before we was FaceTiming. Who remembers Uvu? OOVOO. I'm in Germany, he in Houston. We staying up late and corresponding and getting on Uvu. And I'm telling him like, I'm not really feeling it out here. Like I love playing volleyball, but this whole Germany thing, it ain't me. It ain't no black people out here. It was no black people out there. So anytime I went somewhere, anytime I went to a store, went to a restaurant, went anywhere, I was stared at so hard, right? So y'all remember Uvu, right? So Dream and I would be talking on Uvu and I would tell him, you know what, I think I'm about to come home. I'm about to come home. I'm not feeling it. I ended up coming home and something happened. I had to get a job, right? Still staying with my mom. I had to get a job. I'm in grind mode. And amongst all of this, Dream's nickname has always been, well, he's had multiple nicknames. Let me say that, right? He's had multiple nicknames. So amongst all of this, what happens? I end up going through a depression when I got back from overseas. I ended up just feeling confused and feeling lost. Like, okay, volleyball was my life. It was the thing that I did. I pursued it at the professional level and I had some experience there, but it wasn't giving me what I was needing. And so when I came home, I was just kind of like, what is life now? What is life now? What do I do now? What the heck do I do now? So I went through a depression. But the beautiful thing was being depressed and having these negative thoughts is what led me to meditation. And so I just started meditating and things started opening up to me. And I started to see Dream differently. And I had to fill myself up with positivity. I had to fill myself up with positivity. And so what I started doing was listening to high vibrational music. Specifically, I started listening to Stevie Wonder's I'll Be Loving You Always. I'll be loving you always. So I would have my headphones on at my job and I was just listening to that song on repeat. And I didn't even realize at that time that I was manifesting and I was programming my mind. Right? I was programming my mind to manifest that type of love, of feeling like, of knowing that I would be loved always, right? until the sun and moon deny themselves, right? Until, I mean, Stevie Wonder says so much stuff in that song, but I didn't even realize that I was programming myself. For me, I thought I'm listening to this song just because I need some high vibrations. But sooner or later, it was revealed to me that that song was manifesting my partnership with Dream. So on one level, I want y'all to know, that sometimes before you truly manifest that partnership that is really sacred, you have to go through some turmoil, right? Because when I came home from being overseas, I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, who am I? I'm used to excelling. I'm used to being great. I'm used to doing all of these things. And now I'm like real basic right now. And I'm not understanding this person. But that led me to challenge my thinking by way of meditation. And that led me to, and see, y'all, this is the crazy part. While we're saying ritual now, I didn't know that this was a ritual. I didn't know that this was a ritual until I reflected back on Dream and I's relationship and how we got to where we are. Right? But I listened to this song day in and day out, and our friendship just kept on evolving. I remember the first time Dream and I really was like, hold on, are we liking each other right now? I remember the first time. What happened was he threw a party. He threw a party at his apartment. Now he's a bachelor, right? He making him some decent money. He got his own apartment. He living his best life. I done came back from overseas. I'm like, I need to have some fun. I need to get out the house. I need to do all of those things. So he invites me to a party. He invites some of my homegirls to a party at his apartment. I go to the party and I'm just, chilling. I'm not even consumed with Dream at this time because this is literally just my friend. But again, another female. A girl who I don't even know. If I asked Dream if he remembered the girl's name, he probably wouldn't even remember her name right now. Like, that's how long it's been. But we're at this party, and this girl is just throwing shade, hateful energy towards me. And I guess she, again, felt something that I consciously did not realize between Dream and I. I didn't even realize that there was an energy there that was radiating around us that we couldn't even see, and that we weren't consciously aware of it, but it was there. Because this girl at the party was hating. I had to ask my best friend Mimi. I was like, do you feel this awkwardness here? And she was like, yeah, something is very awkward. Why? Because here's Dream. We at the party, he bringing me all the shots here. Here, do this, and blah, blah, blah. So he had a girl there who liked him. And then he had me there who was literally just his friend, but subconsciously, we already knew what it was. Subconsciously, right? Girl is hating, girl is mad. Dream pulls me into the room and we're like talking about it because I'm telling him, one of these females that you have here is really throwing some hateful energy. And I don't know, we seem like we about to go. I'm telling him we about to go. And one of his homeboys like my homegirl as well. He like, nah, chill. It ain't even like that. I ain't with that girl like that. Chill. It's all good. That night, we had some shots. Just being real, we had some shots. But that night, Dream and I end up kissing each other passionately, intimately. We're in his bedroom after having this conversation about this girl. We start kissing each other and it starts kind of getting there. It starts getting a little bit frisky. And then we stopped ourselves. Oh my God. Yes, CNC music. Shit got real. But something stopped us from becoming intimate with each other in that exact moment. Something stopped us completely. Like, we were like, what are we doing? We like get up and we're like, okay, we tripping. And actually, we end up just falling asleep in the bed together. But something opened up in that space on that night where the next day when I was leaving, we gave each other a kiss goodbye. We had not made it known that we was together or anything like that. But that night, that next morning, that night, we got close to taking it there, but we didn't. Something spiritually stopped us and said, now's not the time. And we just gave each other a kiss goodbye the next day. or see you later or whatever. And so that was in like September. Y'all, this story is so juicy. I love it. It's been a long time since I told it. So that was in like September. And then what happened? We continued being friends, so on and so forth. December comes around. Christmas Eve, y'all. Dream calls me and says, hey, I want to take you out to eat. I'm like, okay, you want to take me out to eat? It was so random. I'm like, okay, you want to take me out to eat? So he comes and he picks me up from my mom's house. I'm still living at my mom's house, y'all. He comes and picks me up from my mom's house and he takes me to a restaurant that's not far. We sit in the car listening to music for like an hour or two. I think we go in to get food and he's talking to me. Yeah, I just can't be with you right now because, I still got all of this going on. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even thinking about being with you, sir. Like, we're having fun, like we're friends, and clearly we have a genuine connection that is kind of effortless, but my mind is not thinking about being in no relationship. I'm not even there. He's talking about, yeah, I just can't be with you right now because, I still just got, and he had a girlfriend. That's so bad. Like, why are you doing that, babe? Why are you doing that? Now you're making me seem like I was the person that was in the wrong, and I did not know you had a girlfriend at that time. Okay? Anyways, he tells me I can't be with you right now. I'm not even thinking about being with him right now, so why is he even telling me this, right? A month later, y'all, a month later, I invite him over. I buy an apartment with my best friend. We get an apartment with my best friend. He comes to the house to celebrate us moving into our new apartment, and I'm looking at him. And now this is when something shifted in me, to where I was like, no, I want you. And whatever you was talking about then, that's out the window, right? So he's at my apartment and he's like, y'all, this is how you know energy is greater than what you will ever understand. He's walking and he looks like, I felt like for the first time in my life, I've never felt like this before. For the first time in my life, I felt like I was a lioness about to just pounce on him. Okay? Feel what I'm saying here. I felt like a lioness about to just pounce on him. He had his locks. They were already long. And he's just walking in the room in my house. And I'm just like, what the hell? What is this urge? What is this energy coming over me that I've never felt before that makes me feel like I just want to jump on him? And that night, that was the first night that we consummated our relationship and we said we're going to be together. Because he was about to leave. And I said something like, I don't want you to leave. Why don't you stay? Everybody else was leaving. I said, I don't want you to leave. Why don't you stay? And he was like, all right, cool. And that's all she wrote, right? And that's all she wrote. And everything else manifested after that, right? Everything else manifested after that. So the point of that whole story is that your sacred partnerships are not going to come in the way that you like fathom, right? Like, in my mind, I have friends constantly ask me because my friends were always coming with me to Dream's house whenever he would throw parties, hanging out. He even went to the movies with me and my brothers before, and we were not together. We were not together at that time. And he's going to the movies with me and my brothers. We were literally good as friends. And so I didn't even think, like, it wasn't even crossing my mind, right? And y'all want to know something else? I want to say like a year or two of us being together, he finally admits to me, Dream, you got to explain yourself about this in the chat. He finally explains to me that the first time he saw me at the gym when I was smiling, his intuition, his spirit told him I was going to be his wife or I was going to have his kids. He said the first time he saw me, that message rang in his head, and then he like forgot about it because he was like, all right, whatever, okay, don't know what that was about, so babe, explain that in the chat. What was that? You subconsciously, you knew. So we went, it was about 3.5, 4 years of us being friends before we actually cultivated a relationship of we're going to be together. We're going to have this sacred partnership. Okay. Babe, for real, for real. I'm sorry, Instagram people, y'all on here, and I appreciate y'all being here. Let me take a moment to say what's up to the family. Uh, we are also on YouTube, and on YouTube, that's where Dream is being more active and talking and saying whatever he's saying. He's being hilarious, talking about that's what you tell your wife later. He knows that's the truth because we all know how spirit works, right? So let me see. What's up, people over here? See, Instagram, y'all got weird names. Falza Palmer, TNT Ramsey, what's up? Mate, I can't, I don't know the end of that. Erica, what's up? Erica, what's up? I Dream Parties, what's up? Nay, what's up? Iman, what's up? Bree, what's up? Pop of Culture, what's up? Naturally Coco, what's up? Mystic Storm, what's up? Trav. It's a lot of y'all on here. What's up? Life of Van, what's up? Becoming an Alchemist, what's up? It's God, it's too many people on here. I can't keep scrolling this Instagram. My arm is burning doing it. What's up, D? What's up, Penny? Infinite Gem. Was collapsed. Okay, what's up, Erica? Hey, y'all. Let me go over here to YouTube to say what's up to my family. CNC Music, you're hilarious. What's up? What's up, Brown Wolf? What's up, Glitter Cake? What's up, Mad Titan? What's up, Kev? What's up, Dream? Love you. What's up, Peculiar Conscious Project? What's up, Hathor? What's up, Iman over here? What's up, Will? Miss BJ Martin? Eileen? Let me know in the chat, Eileen, if when Dream be calling your name during his dream at night, if he be saying your name wrong. Because I think he be saying like Aylin or something like that. And I'm like, babe, that's not her name, babe. It's Eileen. But we gonna get it together. What's up, Natasha? All right, Shine Bright. What's up, sis? What's up, Lisa? What's up, Not Your Average Scorpio? Wealthy Goddess. Nancy. What's up, King Zeno? What's up? What's up? What's up? Queen Mother Deja. Stan. What's up? I love y'all. Jernetta. What's good? I'm so glad. Tirza. What's up? Long time no see. Bree. What's up? Shayna, what's up? All right, so as y'all know, what's up, other Natasha? We got two Natashas in here. What's up to all of y'all, right? So, like I was saying, you will not see, this is what some of y'all spiritual people be doing. Y'all be automatically assuming that someone is your soulmate and they end up being your karmic mate. Y'all will meet somebody and you be like, oh, this is my soulmate. I know he is. I know she my soulmate. She gotta be. And you're really delusional. I just gotta tell y'all, I know that's hard to hear. I know I be saying it right, Eileen. I be trying to help my boo out, but he don't be listening, okay? So, what I'm telling y'all is a lot of y'all be wanting to manifest a soulmate, a sacred partnership, but you assume that every person that you have some fire with is that person, and that's not necessarily true. Some of these people are serving to teach you a lesson about yourself, okay? And that's a great question about what's the difference between the karmic and the soulmate relationship. I got a whole masterclass coming on spiritual relationships. But the first mini course that we are going to do, that you're going to be receiving correspondences on this week, by the end of this week, is how to heal from a toxic relationship. You need to know that first. Before you start being everywhere, you need to fully release the person that you were just with. Okay? You need to fully release the person that you were just with. All right? I need y'all to understand that when you are with someone, when you are in any relationship, whether it's a soulmate, kindred spirit, karmic relationship, whatever, these relationships affect your thinking, your feeling, your being, your actions. And so a lot of times you are attracting people that simply remind you of your past. You're attracting people that simply remind you of who you used to be. Okay? So again, stop automatically assuming because you met somebody, they're into spirituality, they like meditating, that they're automatically your soulmate. Okay? Dream and I really came into all of this stuff together. Okay? And so I know all of y'all are already into spirituality and all of that stuff. So you have a vision about what your person is supposed to look like and so on and so forth. But I'm here to tell you that you got to open up your mind more, and you really just have to put yourself in position to attract that. Like I said, I was in my own work when Dream and I finally was like, okay, I really like you. He was in his own work. Dream was TV fasting for a year. For 1 year straight, he did not watch TV. And I was like, oh God, you are amazing. I remember another time we weren't pregnant. We got pregnant this night, right? See, I know when I've gotten pregnant with our 3 kids. Like, I know the nights we conceived because that's how in tune spiritually we are, right? I remember one of the first times where I really admired Dream. It was my best friend Victoria's birthday, June 26th. She had a birthday party. Dream came to the birthday party because we were already dating. We were already doing this at this time. I told you we officially got together in like January, right? So he came to the party. After the party, we went back to his house. Oh my God. We played music. We was lit. I'm going to tell y'all right now, we was lit. We was feeling real good, right? We played music at his house and we dancing in the living room. Like a damn movie. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, but it was real life for us. We dancing, right? And I remember we stopped and he's standing in his kitchen. His kitchen had a bar. I'm standing on the other side of the bar. And I'm just looking at him like, damn, I really admire you. I almost want to be you. Have you ever wanted to be somebody? Ask yourself that. Have you ever looked at a person that you were with and wanted to be them? Because if you haven't, I don't know if you're really in that true, what they call twin flame soulmate relationship. Because I looked at him that night, and I'll never forget this. I looked at him that night, and I literally, in my mind, I didn't tell him this, but it was a real feeling. It was a feeling. It was an intuitive knowing that I wanted to be him, and I almost wanted to be, I knew we were one at that time. I knew we were one. But the way that it manifested in that way was Dream and I both. And when I say wanted to be him, I'm not talking about from an envious place. I'm not talking about looking at his material. I'm not talking about looking at what he's manifested. I'm talking about energy. His inner, I literally feel like I wanted to be almost inside of him in a sense. It's crazy and it still makes my heart feel like some type of way when I think about it. Okay, and what I really contemplate with that. Yes, Kevin, that's a great word. Infusion. Infusion. I almost wanted to just, in that night, we created a child. So we did come together, even though we were already together spiritually, physically, in every other way possible. But that night, we did come together as one and we created life. We know the day that all 3 of our children were conceived, really. Okay? So, and this was flaws and all. This was even in the imperfections. This was even in the trauma and the drama. Okay? But in order for us to manifest that partnership, I was heavy in meditation. I was meditating every day. And even when Dream and I got together and we started spending more and more time together, I would be at his house and that time would come and I'm like, okay, babe, we watching a movie. I know, but I got to go meditate. Meditation was my life. And for him, he was so deep into his study. He was so deep into his learning. He was so deep into expansion. Like we were in this explosion, in this explosion of chaos of really breaking down our beliefs, breaking down the molds of our minds, and implanting all of these new ideas, all of these new understandings, all of these new ways of being. Okay? So it's a very deep transformational process. And then y'all know, as you continue getting deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the relationship, this is when the real work begins. This is when the real work begins. And this is when we move in and out of these spaces of healing, of growth, of transformation. Okay? So one of the first things that I want y'all to know when it comes down to your sacred partnership is that you have to be willing to do your healing work. Because your partner is going to trigger you, even if they are a twin flame, soulmate, whatever terminology you want to use, husband, wife, they're going to trigger you. They're going to trigger you. Your partner is going to trigger you. Can you deal and heal through all of the shit that they highlight within you? All of the trauma that they show or that they reflect into you, are you able to heal through it? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It ain't easy. But you gotta have vision. Hello, beautiful. Hey, you gotta have vision. What I knew about Dream and I as our relationship continued to unfold, I realized that we had this soul mission, and that really we kind of liberate each other. Not kind of, we really do liberate each other. Like Dream knows that if he gives me an idea, I'm going to perfect that idea and really bring it into manifestation. I'm going to birth it, the divine feminine energy. When Dream tells me, y'all, Dream and I had a physical store. Okay. Before we went to the online business, we had a physical store in person here in Houston. He told me, hey, I want to open up a store. I'm going to sell statues in it. I'm like, okay, where do we want the store to be? I'm picking out the color, the paint for the walls. I'm like, okay, how are we going to do pricing? All right, this is how we do this and this and this. All of that little, he had the idea. I have the understanding about how to bring it to life, right? Beautiful stuff. But in our relationship, challenging as it was, because I grew up with a single mom. Okay, I grew up with a single mom. They got a divorce while I was 4 or 5 years old. The relationship was toxic and nasty. Just can't see my father when I want to see him. He's not coming because he's mad at my mom, and my mom is going to tell me all the bad things about him. So that's the type of relationship dynamic and husband and wife, father, mother relationship that I grew up seeing. And so to me, in my mind, I don't got to deal with this shit. I'm just telling y'all the truth. In my mind at that time, with how I grew up, my parents showed me that if a relationship is not working, you don't got to deal with that shit. They didn't show me that if a relationship is not working, you need to have good communication. You need to get to the root of the issue. You need to understand what traumas, what triggers are actually being highlighted in that. You need to understand that you can give your partner the space to do the work. My parents didn't teach me that. They say, you pissing me off, I'm about to curse you out and I'm leaving. That's what they taught me. But I had to realize through my relationship with Dream and through everything that we've created, okay, the kids that we have are so light, are so beautiful, are so divine. I had to say, okay, look at what we've created. Yes, you're triggering me right now. Yes, I'm triggering you right now. But this is clearly something that we can work through because our soul mission as a couple is greater than our trauma. Love is deeper than your pain. But love is deeper than your pain. And I believe you can change, baby. The ups and downs were worth it. We'll fly, but y'all gotta go listen to that Beyonce and Jay-Z. What song is it? What is it called? Happy in Love? I think the song is called Happy in Love. Erykah Badu actually wrote it. And they actually sample some of Erykah Badu's stuff in that song. Y'all go listen to that song. But love is deeper than your pain. And I believe you can change, baby. The ups and downs were worth it. Okay? Y'all check that out. Okay? Love is deeper than your pain. And in that love, in these sacred partnerships, we create. Oh, yeah. No pain. Come on. Queen Mother Deja. No pain. No gain. No pain. No pain. I'm so young. Why can I, why, that music for me is just like, oh, no pain. No pain. If I had to sing a song, I'm always going to choose something that that has wisdom within it. I'm always going to choose something that has a message. I'm always going to choose something that is going to make you tap into self. Okay? My baby and I, we're back together again. Loving is better than it's ever been. If it wasn't for the trials we've been through, I never have the courage to come back to you. Hey, we're all entitled to make a mistake. You got to prepare for some heartache. I was learning my man while I was earning my man. Something you young girls may not understand. No pain, no pain, no gain. Hey, that's a hit. She said, you got to prepare for some heartache. You better. Don't think that just because this person is like lovely, like they're buying you stuff, they listen to you, you have something with them. Don't think that they're not going to trigger you and cause you some pain. It is not them causing you some pain. It is simply them shining a light on what you have within you that you haven't looked at. Oh, no pain, no pain. No gain, So in these soulmate relationships, you have to understand that it is not going to be peaches and cream. Somebody lied. Somebody lied. And your good sis, Desiree D-Ray Wise, is here to tell you there's some pain, sis. There's some pain, bro. She's going to make you mad as hell. You're going to make each other cry. But here's the thing. In those moments, can you have a conversation, a vulnerable, healing conversation that opens you up for transformation? Beyond that, are you willing to make the internal adjustments that will be reflected outward? Can you make the internal adjustments that will be reflected outward? I am learning. I'm still learning. I'm learning. Sis is learning, okay? Sis is learning. I am learning not to take things so personally. I'm learning that as a kid, I would take blame for things, or if a person criticized me, it was the end of the world. And Dream is not no bullshit ass person, let's just say. So if he feels like there's something that I did or something that I said is not in our highest good, he's not going to hold his tongue. He's not going to hold his tongue. But also at the same time, I have to tell him, babe, you can probably say that a little bit differently. Maybe I'm wrong, but can you say that differently? Can you say it in a way that is not so degrading? Can you say it in a way that makes it easier for me to accept? Because I'm going to listen and I'm going to hear you. But I got to work through my own internal shit before I can even receive what it is that you're saying. So are you going to be patient enough with me, loving enough with me, accepting enough of me as I process why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm saying what I'm saying, why I'm thinking how I'm thinking, why I'm behaving how I'm behaving? See, in your sacred partnerships, you have to give space. You got to give space. So I can't tell Dream, I don't like when you do that. And the very next time he does it, I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm done. You did that same shit again. It doesn't work like that. Healing and transformation doesn't work like that. But what I do understand is space. And I understand, okay, I cannot expect you. Dream cannot expect me just because he tells me I'm being too sensitive. He cannot expect the next time where he has something to say about what I got going on. He cannot expect me to immediately in that moment to be like, okay, cool. All right, I received that. All right, cool. All right, great. Okay, yeah, got you. No, it don't work like that. Because my 7-year-old, 5-year-old, 6-year-old self is still within me. And she's like, oh, no, he did not just say that. So I got to talk to that part of myself. I got to say, okay, Desiree, calm down a little bit. Calm down a little bit. All right. I know it. You're frustrated. Let's try to hear what's going on. And then I get better with time. You get better with time. So Dream has to see the effort that I'm putting in. Maybe this time, instead of it taking me 10 minutes to snap out of taking it personally, maybe it only takes me 5. Congratulate me on that. When you are in relationships and you see your partner get better, congratulate them on that. There have been times with Dream, he would do something I ain't like, and I done told him about it before, but I see that effort. I see him like, okay, this is what, when I see him doing better, it helps me to be like, all right, you know what? You're trying. Thank you. You can do better. You can do a little bit better, but I see that you're trying. Thank you. Right? So in your healing relationships, you have to understand that is necessary. It's necessary for you to give your partner the space to transform. Something can come to life. Something can be recognized. So you can realize that trauma. You can realize that thought process. You can realize those emotions, but that does not mean that it is going to be healed the very next time a person is triggered or challenged. Sacred partnerships understand, I gotta give you the space to do the work, to transform your thinking, to transform your feeling, and therefore transform your actions. I got to give you the space to do that. Okay? In manifesting sacred partnerships, both people have to understand that they have a greater mission beyond just working the job. Got to tell y'all that. Because a lot of times we manifest relationships with people and we don't see them striving. We don't see them having a vision. We don't see them wanting something out of life. They just comfortable doing the same thing every day. And then the person who is ambitious, the person who is a go-getter, the person who does have a vision is like, what the hell is this? Okay? When you're getting into these soulmate relationships, see, Dream knew energy, and I knew energy from him. I could tell some of these innate things about him that were powerful, that I knew were going to benefit my life and liberate me. Okay? I knew that. And then for me, I was always a winner. I'm just being real. I won Player of the Year in college 2 years in a row. I always excelled at everything that I did. So in Dream Mind, he like, damn, this girl a volleyball player. She tall. She got natural hair. You know, she done succeeded. She got goals. Yeah, she the one I need to try to talk to. But as we continue to unfold in our relationship, we understood that we were even bigger and better than that. That we had a greater purpose than that. See, a lot of times, let me get in y'all ass right here. A lot of times, y'all want to get in a relationship and you want to change a person. You want to make them to be somebody you want them to be. And when they're not showing up in that way, you like, who is this person? This is not who I thought they were. They are who they always been. But because you have been living from an illusionary space, because you have been looking at things delusionally, you imposed your idea on top of this person. And as they are breaking free of the mold you've placed upon them, you don't know who they are. Blame yourself. Blame yourself. Blame yourself. It is not their fault that they didn't do whatever you thought that they should have been doing. No. Okay? You can hold your partner accountable to what they say they're going to do. But in the same breath, you don't get to put the timeline on when they do it. Somebody needs to hear that. Your partner may say, I'm going to start a business. That don't mean you get to say, you're going to start your business today? You said you was going to do it. What happened? What if I meant I'm going to start the business next year? What if the business is going to start next month? What if I'm going to start my business in 2022? You as a partner don't get to tell a person when to do what they need to do. That's not your place. That's not your place. It's not your place. Your place is to hold space for your partner to do what they need to do. But here's the thing. If you don't hold yourself accountable to doing the things that you need to do, if you don't hold yourself accountable for how you show up in the world, if you don't hold yourself accountable to being your most dopest divine self, you cannot expect that from other people. You can't expect that from other people. You can't expect your man, your woman, your children to show up in a way that you're not showing up. You're not showing up sacredly. You're not showing up prosperously. You're not showing up doing the work. So how are you going to expect me to do something? How are you going to expect your partner to do something that you are not doing? Don't work like that. So in order for you to manifest a sacred partnership, a partnership that helps you to grow and evolve, you got to be already into yourself. And this is not to say that you have your whole life figured out. This is not to say that you have all your trauma figured out. Because hell, I did not have my trauma figured out when I met Dream. I was conscious though in the fact that I was always questioning my thinking and questioning my feelings. I was always questioning why I was doing something. Why am I thinking like this? Why am I feeling like this? So I was at that very base level of consciousness, of wandering and actually thinking about my thoughts instead of being on autopilot and letting my thoughts just be whatever they be, letting my feelings be however I feel is how I feel, acting however I want to act. I was conscious and I wanted to know more about why I think the way that I think, why I feel the way that I feel, why do I react the way that I react, and why do I do certain things. And then when I got with Dream, oh honey, it started all making sense. Because at first it was just theory. But when we got together, it started making sense. I was like, oh, I love my dad and my dad was present, but there was some key moments in my life where I wanted him there and he wasn't. And that's why I think like that. That's why I act like that. That's why I'm triggered by that. Okay? So you got to get into your work. And then one thing I want to talk to y'all before I get out of here is, first of all, if you're receiving value from this build, if you're entertained, if you are entertained, if you're receiving value, if you are feeling inspired, give your girl a thumbs up. You know you can do that, okay? At the very least, you can give a thumbs up. And a share. A share would be good. Some of you did that. Thank you. So let's talk about real quick before I go because I'm hungry. Let's talk about real quick this. You better not eat my food, Dream Wise. This divine masculine and feminine energy. And I got inspired to thank y'all for the thumbs up. I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you, Eileen, for the donation, sis. I'm going to get on Dream, Eileen. I'm going to make sure he's saying your name correctly. Because you be too present. You be present for every video, and he always say your name wrong. Okay, so I got your back, sis. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. So, here's one thing that you got to understand about the divine masculine energy. That divine masculine energy is the idea, it is the thought that is implanted into the divine feminine. How do I know this, right? We grown here, right? I'm pregnant, so y'all know Dream and I, we be doing our thing, right? We be doing our thing, you know. So the other night, and this is what inspired this video, y'all, that I got to talk to y'all about this, because every time this happens, it blows my mind. I don't know why it blows my mind, because it's a symbol of that divine feminine, that divine masculine energy. And it is what you should look for in manifesting your sacred partnership. So, me and Dream, we having a good time, right? And everything said and done, great time, love each other, ritualistically, love each other. It was so necessary, right? Y'all know when it is so necessary. When you've been pent up, when you ain't been, you've been snappy. It was one of those absolutely necessary creative moments. Boom. Happens. Dream falls asleep. Like men do, right? Dream falls asleep. Guess who stayed up? Y'all, I was up. This happened around 10 o'clock. I was up until 3:30 in the morning creating. And was able to wake up 3 hours later and act like nothing happened. And act like I was not just up all night. I was up until 3:30 in the morning. Instagram people, y'all need to come on over here to, y'all need to come to YouTube, okay? Because my phone's about to go dead and I want to make sure that this video saves. So if you're on Instagram, I love you. Thank you for joining me. But you need to come to YouTube. Use the link in my bio. I want to see y'all over there. Just go. All of you. Just go to YouTube. The link is in my bio. I'm going to get off of here because I don't want my phone to go dead and I lose the video completely. Peace, y'all, on Instagram. Okay, so y'all here on YouTube, my people, right? My people. I'm going to come back to this. That's a fun one. I'll come back to that. So, that happens, right? Dream falls asleep. I'm up for hours creating, coming up with video. I'm typing up video ideas. I'm making posts. My mind is so expanded on all the possibilities for us, for our life right now. I can't sleep. This man done implanted some creativity in his woman. This man done gave me so many ideas. This divine sacred being just, he put it on me literally and figuratively. First of all, I was so sleepy when we got in the bed. See, that's how you know the divine feminine is just amazing. Right? Because I was so sleepy when we got in the bed. Yay! Coming over from IG. That's what's up. I was so sleepy when we got in the bed. I didn't understand how I was up until 3:30. I mean, I do know because that's energy. It's an energy transfer and it's something that we consciously do. I'm not going to play with you, babe. I'm not going to play with you. You are so hilarious. And I want y'all to know. That Dream is this funny in real life, okay? In real life, he is making people laugh, okay? In real life. But anyways, he had given me this idea, this thought, this capability, I couldn't go to sleep. Y'all, I made a couple of posts. I put my phone down. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go to sleep. My self said, no, you're not. Self said, no, you're not. Pick that phone up again. I have to pick the phone up again, writing video ideas, making actual posts, making actual content, looking at stuff for the kids. I'm like, all right, let me put this down. Picking it back up. That's divine feminine and divine masculine and divine feminine energy imbalance. Some of y'all women are like, I'm the only one coming up with the ideas. Like, I'm feeling like I'm doing this by myself. Some of y'all men are in relationships with women who don't nurture your ideas, who don't nurture the things that you are passionate about. And here's the thing I want y'all to know, of course, appreciate the love, Rob. Of course, we have the masculine and feminine energy within ourselves. That's a given. We know that. But we're talking about when you are in a sacred partnership, there's a balance in that masculine and feminine energy as far as how you give and receive. See, Dream gave to me because that's what masculine energy does. Masculine energy is giving energy. Feminine energy is receptive. It's like, come to me. And when the woman receives powerful, divine energy by way of her man's physical nature and by way of just his spirit, when she receives that, she nurtures it. I'm nurturing a whole baby girl right now. Energy made physical. But I'm also nurturing a business or businesses. I'm also nurturing a certain piece within our household, a certain connection between Dream and I. In your sacred partnerships, there needs to be a balance between the masculine form, giving, the feminine energy, receiving, nurturing, and birthing. And then whatever you are nurturing, you must water with your emotions. Hear me again. Whatever the divine masculine energy gives, implants, right? Seeds. Whatever he implants, whatever he seeds, whatever he puts in, the divine feminine woman nurtures it with her emotion. She gotta love it, baby. She gotta love it. She gotta love it because you love it. Want it because you want it. Because she sees your vision. She understands your vision. She gets where you're coming from. She gets where you're going. Okay? This is the work that we do. This is the work that we do in sacred partnerships. In sacred partnerships, it is work. Dream had me up till 3:30 in the morning, and I'm 5 months pregnant, so y'all know I be sleepy. And then I still had to wake up around 7 o'clock. Still had to wake up around 7 o'clock, get our kids ready, get their lunch made, get them some breakfast, and get them to school. And funny enough, I had the energy to do it. Funny enough, that same day, I thought I was going to end up taking a nap during the day. I was like, okay, I'm going to just take a nap, whatever. I didn't even take a nap. So that energy lasted me till today. And it's still going strong, okay? So I want y'all to know that this is something that you can manifest 100%. 100%, this is something that you can manifest. Okay? This is something that you can manifest, but you have to understand there's a such thing as divine timing. Just because you have it in your mind, ooh, I want this right now, and ooh, I'm hearing about Dreaming D-Ray, and oh, I heard about twin flames of soulmates, ooh, I want that now. That don't mean that you should have it now. Because sometimes you'll manifest something that could very well be sacred, but because your mind is not right, you can't even sustain it. You can't even care for it, nurture it, and work through it, which is what a lot of y'all do. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of y'all may manifest a person who may be very healthy for you, but because they trigger you, you automatically assume this can't be it. Now, I'm not telling you to deal with any form of abuse. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that being triggered and being challenged is beneficial to you. When you can recognize and stop placing blame on the other person. When you can recognize that, oh, you're just showing me something that is within me that I need to understand and recognize within myself. And then when you do that, when both people are doing that within the relationship, you give each other a certain amount of space to do the work. Just because I tell Dream, yeah, you know what? The reason why, and this happened in real life to us years ago, but it happened. Just because I told Dream, I used to get mad when he used to have to go work on the business. I used to, not even mad. I don't want to say mad because I wasn't mad. But I used to feel some type of way that I couldn't really put words to. And he called me out on it one day. He said, why every time I gotta go get on the computer, I gotta go ship some packages, why every time I have to go do that, your energy goes off? It's like you support me, but you halfway supported me. And it was because I was feeling abandoned in those moments. Even though we probably wouldn't be doing anything. If he didn't go do his business stuff, we probably would just be sitting on the couch watching TV, watching a movie. Ain't doing nothing important. But I still felt away. And he called me out on it. And at first I was like, what is you talking about? You know I want you to win, which I do. Consciously, I do want him to win. But subconsciously, my spirit was like, I want you to win, but I don't want you to go away. And that's because of that little girl that was abandoned by her father. You understand? So just because we come to that realization doesn't mean that the very next day, a month later, when Dream has to go, that my feelings are going to be completely changed. It's not. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes understanding. It takes empathy, really. You have to be empathetic to your partner and the traumas they faced and how those traumas have shaped their thinking and how those traumas have shaped their being. Okay? You got to be empathetic to that. And absolutely, Miss BJ, we're not talking about abuse of any kind. Of any kind. But here's the thing. Someone could be challenging you. Somebody can be challenging your thinking. Somebody could be challenging your emotions. And you'll automatically take that as abuse because you've been abused in the past. I've been there before. I'm just telling y'all where I've been and what I've experienced. I've witnessed my mother be physically abused, mentally abused, and emotionally abused. And so now for me, when anybody raises their voice, I'm shutting down. I'm not talking to nobody that's yelling. But I had to realize that sometimes that yelling is the only way to get through to me sometimes. So sometimes I'm not hearing you when you're talking calm because of the abuse that I've witnessed. So now when a person is talking calmly to me, I have to tap deeper into myself to really open my ears to listen with my heart. Because the trauma that I faced was like, if the person is talking calm, it ain't that bad. I'm telling you. Due to my trauma, I used to think that if a person is talking calmly, it's not bad, which is also what made me to be a passive aggressive person. I don't yell in arguments. I would rarely yell in an argument. I'm talking like, okay, well, talking like that, but it comes off as passive aggressive. My experiences led me to be that way. And so now I got to be very conscious about how I'm receiving information in any given moment. And I got to be very conscious about how I'm communicating my feelings. Okay? So I say all of that to say, I just said a lot. I've said a lot. And it's not always, stop making assumptions about what these relationships look like. Stop making assumptions about what these relationships look like. They'll never look like what you think they're supposed to look like or what it's supposed to be. Because your spirit is always proving to you that there's greater. So while you may be thinking a soulmate relationship is this, and this, your spirit is like, well, let me show you what you think a soulmate relationship is. And then your spirit is going to force you to expand on those ideas. All right. Anyways, y'all, like I said, I'm hungry. We are going to have a class. I'm going to do a mini course on how to heal from toxic relationships. That's going to happen mid-August. All of the correspondence that has to go with that, you all will receive shortly. Go ahead and join Patreon, all right? Because, well, whatever, y'all. I'll talk to y'all when I talk to y'all because I'm hungry. And I'm starting to get kind of, how when you're hungry, you get kind of like crazy? That's where I am right now, right? That's where I am right now. So, like I said, that's going to be coming out. Y'all know when you know. You'll know when you know. Shout out to all y'all being here right now. I love you. I appreciate you. And, yeah, we'll talk soon. Peace to all y'all. Yeah, hangry. That's where I'm at. Yeah, hangry. Bye bye.